Imagine being in an acting class where you're pushed to the point of a breakdown, not for the sake of art, but as part of a twisted exercise. I learned the hard way. Not all acting teachers are worth studying with. Stay tuned. Doing my first play in New York City, I realized that I didn't have an acting technique. I took all these acting classes at the University of South Carolina. I did the lead or co-lead in many plays, but it appears our instructors didn't know anything about acting. I have enough innate ability to fake it, but I need to study my craft if I'm going to succeed in a professional arena. One night in the dressing room before the show, I asked my fellow actors, "Hey, does anyone have a recommendation for a good acting teacher?" A couple of the seasoned actors say Warren Robertson. Gisela, the haughty 40-something, intimidating as hell, blonde actress with her German, I don't know, maybe it was Russian accent. She sounds like Natasha from Boris and Natasha, chimes in. "He's brilliant, Warren Robertson. He has a book, Free to Act. Very cutting edge. You must check it out." She must know what she's talking about. She's a veteran New York actress with a national commercial running. What do I know? I'm from Podunk, South Carolina. I purchased the book. I'm devouring it on the subway. When it tells me to rip the page I'm reading out of the book, well, wait a minute. Whoa, I must have misread that. No, it says rip the page out of the book. I'm not doing that. That's stupid. I'm not defacing a book. Next thing you know, they'll be telling me to burn it. But the book dares me, chides me, taunts me to do it. Tear the page right out of the book, right there in front of God and everyone on the IRT local. Felt kind of good. No one noticed. Not one person. Warren Robertson, the recommended acting guru. He was interviewed by the Yale Drama Review as one of the 4 most influential drama coaches in the country. He was named the acting coach of the 70s by the New York Post. He studied under Lee Strasberg, known as the father of the method. Method acting trains an actor to use their own emotional, traumatic experiences and memories to inhabit the character that they're playing more fully. Many actors use this technique. James Dean, Brando, De Niro, Al Pacino, Daniel Day-Lewis, Hilary Swank. Warren Robertson studied at the Actors Studio with Marilyn Monroe, Peter Falk, Paul Newman. This way of working can sometimes have a negative effect on the psyche of the actor. Austin Butler suffered after immersing himself in the role of Elvis for 3 years. He only spoke with Elvis's voice and at times lost all sense of who he was. After filming, he collapsed and was hospitalized. Heath Ledger, as the Joker in The Dark Knight, died before the film opened. Natalie Portman lost 20 pounds, trained hours daily to play the ballerina in The Black Swan. Now, I don't know any of this. I've never studied method acting. I only know Gisela, aka Natasha, the queen of the dressing room, recommended Warren Robertson. This acting teacher du jour has an acting studio. I go for an interview, sign up for beginner's class, plunk down my $80 for the month, which at the time is a huge sum of money for me. I'm put in a class that's taught by one of the acting guru's assistants, whose name I can't remember. I think I blocked it out. Anyway, it's my first class. I'm excited, like the first day of school. I'm ready to learn. We do these actor exercises. The class makes a circle, and one of the students is put in the center. The teacher tells the rest of us to call out things to the person in the center. It starts off mild enough. "Ah, you're wearing a blue shirt, curly hair." The teacher encourages, "Get louder, yell at them, say whatever you want." People start screaming obscenities at the person in the center. Is this supposed to make us free to act? I don't like this at all. I don't yell at anyone. We do this exercise 2 more times. I'm so grateful I escaped and made it out unnoticed. During the second class, my luck runs out. The instructor puts me in the center of the circle, surrounded by all the other students. The teacher tells the students to say things to me. "Oh, nice hair. You're tall." The teacher isn't liking this one bit. He prompts them, "Stop being wimps. Stop Stop being nice, be mean, yell at her, come on, say whatever you want. They taunt and harass me. You're a fraud, or you're pathetic, you're garbage. They yell and scream, we see what's wrong with you. The teacher joins in. You're not fooling anybody with that act, bitch. What is this? Primal scream therapy? The Lord of the Flies? They yell and scream horrible things at me and it just goes on and on for what feels like an eternity. My knees start to shake. My whole body's vibrating. I start to cry. But with the teacher's encouragement, they continue. Oh, you big baby. You suck. You don't deserve to live. I have no idea how long their diatribe lasted. I was so shaken and confused. I leave the class. I catch the #1 train uptown to go home. The train's packed, no place to sit. So I stand in a daze, holding onto the railing. What was that? What just happened? I'd never been so mortified in my entire life or treated in such a horrible way. I'd heard horror stories about the legendary acting teacher Lee Strasberg being abusive to his students, but why? It turns out one school of thought believes you must first tear the actor down, strip away their defenses, their self-esteem and confidence in order to build them back up again. I mean, isn't that how cults operate? I feel a strange sensation in my belly. Something warm starts to trickle down my thigh. I know this feeling. My period started? Wait. I count back. Well, my period isn't due for 2 more weeks. This experience has so traumatized me. I started my period on the train 2 weeks early. That's it. I'm never going back to that hellhole. They call that training? It's BS. Psychobabble BS. And it's dangerous. I don't need this. I'm not playing their sadistic game. They'll have to find someone else to humiliate and traumatize, and they can keep my $80. That's right. I don't need it. Well, I do. But forget it. I'm sharing this story to highlight the darker side of acting training. As an aspiring actor, you might feel pressured to endure anything for your craft. It's important to recognize when a teaching method is crossing the line. No dream is worth sacrificing your mental and emotional well-being. Trust your instincts. Acting training should not be abusive. If it is, that's not about the craft or the art. It's about the teacher's ego. Oh my gosh, you guys, when I was telling that story about being traumatized and how it made me feel, I went into a coughing fit, not once, but twice. I had to stop and start over because, well, it turns out that stuff, that trauma, stays inside our bodies, even though it's long gone, or we think it's long gone, but it's not always. Wow, that was my cat. So anyway, thank you for being here. Thanks to all my subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. And, I'm going to do a video because a lot of people are asking me questions. So I thought I'd do a separate video where I could answer people's questions. So if you have any questions that you want to ask, just leave them in the comments below. Okay? Thanks so much. And I will see you next week. All right. Till then, take care.